Anywho, welcome to Nev's Gaming. Today you can see we are actually starting underneath our death message because I teleported and then realised I wasn't ablaze. And the reason I want to become ablaze is because I've come to collect vines. And why have I come to collect vines? Well, let me show you. So we'll transform into this lovely blaze here. There we go, straight into it. We've come for these vines here. So if we break a few of these, hopefully we will get what we're looking for. We need something a bit faster than that. Maybe it's because we are actually not standing. There we go. No, we haven't got one yet. Nope. There we go. We got some of these seeds. Now, what are these seeds? Well, let's collect them and have a look inside, shall we? They are these purple grape seeds. Let's throw on my armor. That's much better, isn't it? Yep, purple grape seeds. Now, we are obviously starting the Growthcraft mod today, so we're going to collect a load of these seeds. Hopefully we'll get all different types, and then we can start making our wine. Well, start making the start of our winery anyway, because we are going to be growing some vines. No? Some grape seeds. It's not just these grapes. We can get purple grape seeds, hop seeds, red grape seeds, and grape green seeds. No. We can get other things as well. We need rice, which I've got, ironically, here. So if we check our box that we've got in our storage over here, you can see that I have actually got a few items. So we've got some apple, we've got our grape seeds, which we get from the vine, same as these hops. We've got some rice, thistles for the tea, and some beehives. So if we click, nope, not that one. If we type in Growthcraft here, you can see we can actually get some hop seeds, some hops there, all that good stuff. What else have we got? We've got some bees, some beeswax, but we've got some ways to make stuff here as well. Fabulous. We can also use apple fence gates from the apple trees. But let's go look how we make our rice. Now, I've built this cultivator, which is just look on the instructions how to build that. You actually make these fields. These are rice fields, and the way to make these is to, once you've hoed the piece of ground, you hoe it again, and it creates this little area. Obviously, it needs to be in a waterlogged area, so we're going to hoe it. All this is going to get turned into rice fields. Look at that. And as you can see, it feels, because if you actually go and look at the rice field, there you go. You can also see I'm getting some rice as well from these. From actually doing this, you actually can enable yourself to get some rice in order to start doing it. Start planting, start making the fields. Well, I've just come over to our farm area where we can actually, see if I've got any more hops or things like that I can utilise, any more rice that I can find. And I've just noticed that this has stopped. Our tree farm has actually stopped. That's because I left this here in order for it to carry on. So we're going to sort that out now. We are just going to fill up our inventory with all of this and transport it over here to be made into the biofuel that's needed, because we are charging our infinity drill, which is nearly at the next tier. We are at 5x5 at the minute. We are going to extend that even more. So let's get rid of all these because they are not needed, and turn this into wonderful biofuel. Let's go. The vineyard is built. Have a look at that. Have a look at that. Just look at that. I've even terrained the outside of it, and you'll notice there's a new building as well. We've managed to... Oh, well, our rice field's growing as well. We've increased the rice field a bit. Looks like we're ready for a few more harvests down there. But the vineyard is built. If we take a jump down here, and don't worry, I am ablaze, because it's easier for me to get around. But if we have a look here, you can see that we've got all the different types of grapes. We've got the red. For some reason, even though I plant red, it grows purple. Don't know why, it just does that. Moving up here, we've got the lovely green grapes, and then moving up, we've got our lovely, luscious purple grapes. Huh. Sorry, I just got a little confused there why this is still dirt and not grass, and then I realised that it's not connected to any grass, so it won't grow any grass. Ooh, and finally up here we've got our hops for our beer. Dozy. So we can do some harvesting and start making that. As you can see as well, we've got a new building. We've got a new building. It's a multi-layer building with the opportunities to extend downwards. The reason for that is, if we hop up here, I'm just gonna put a ladder here. We've got a nice terrace area here where we can look down over our vineyard. I might actually, do I change that? Nah, I'm not gonna change that. And then we've got a nice little room up here that we can utilise for storage or anything that we require. Ooh, so we have transformed this whole area now, which is looking very, very nice. I may have to break this up a bit because it's very uniformal. I feel like it's missing something as well, but can't put my finger on it. Maybe comment down below what you think. But how are we going to make our actual juices and grapes? Well, we're going to need to crush them. And this is why I have made one of these, well, 4 of these to be precise, a fruit press. Simple machine. We just need some iron, piston and some wood. So easy to make, quite easy to make. So we'll be able to make the wine. Now I'm trying to decide and figure out where I should go. Do we put it inside the building here? Do we have it on the front? Because I'm going to terraform all this area as well. Make it all rocky as it comes around, and then we're going to have a little boating area. Oh, I'll show you what's down there as well in a minute. But yeah, I think I'm going to put it here. I did want initially like a river or a pond running down here. I suppose I can still have that. Let's just put the fruit presses here for now. Because, you know, fruit presses are never inside. They are always outside because people stomp on them with their feet. So let's go harvest and put some items in here. So now you're probably thinking, how on earth am I going to do this? Well, first things first, we literally just place a grape in there. It should be. There we go. We can actually just place them all in there. Now, the theory is, I need a lever. Okay, then. As you can see here, we've got our fruit red grapes in there, so we just need to press that. Squishes them. It should squish them. Why is it not squishing them? What? There we go, we just got to keep doing it. So, you could put a redstone ticket to this. Which, I am probably going to do that because doing this by hand is quite tedious. Let's have a look. How much we got? 200, there we go. Young grape juice. Oh, and we even got a bit of bone meal like that. So I'm going to do this manually for a bit and then figure out how to do this redstonely, and then we'll move on. Well, after I plant some more of my rice fields. There you go. It's installed. Ah, it's getting dark, bedtime. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. So we can now automate this. It's literally just 2 observers looking into each other. Fire it up with some sticky pistons, activates it, closes it. And I'll show you how fast this thing is now. So what we got in there, young red grapes. So we'll put all you in there, and then just to show you, hops can't go in there, but green grapes can, and apples, which I forgot. No, wasn't meant to put that down. We want to whack the apples in there. Oh, you can only have a stack at a time. So let's hit it. Bosh, there we go. Look how fast that is now. Rapido. Same over here. Yeah, we got grape juice, and then we got some young apple juice there. All going. Oh, there's me. All going along just nicely, and we've even got some more growing already as we've just set this area up. So I'm going to leave that pumping away, and then I'm going to move on to the actual fermentation, which we're going to need. We're going to need some fermentation barrels. Easy to make. Again, just more iron and some wood. And then we're also going to need one of these. There you go. Taps. So in order to get all the stuff, all the good stuff out of it. So we have rebuilt. If we go check our building over there, look at that. We have rebuilt it. We stuck fire underneath it. And now it is producing all our meat, I believe it is, off the top of my head. I'll have to go double check that, but I think it's ale. And yes, I did try and automate this, but what I did realise is it shoots off everywhere. It's very, very loud, so we're going to break that. We're going to break this. No, we're going to break that. There we go. Whew, tear that off. But there would be a way of automating it, but in this sense, currently not. Because, yeah, Basically, it was updating all the time. Loud probably would work if I had a long line of him, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do it by hand because it's quite soothing. You know, just a relaxful cherry pick. It's not cherry, is it? It's grape. That's the word we're looking for. Grape pick. So we're going to do that. So let's actually head over and see our berries getting crushed here. There we go. We can see here. Those birds are really loud as well. Let me make a few more buckets actually. Quickly. Just going to make a few more of these. Just a couple. He says a couple. There we go. So we'll get some of you. Can't get some of you yet because I need to do that. What are you? And some more of you. So let's run through. Run. There we go. Into our wine cellar area. Well, our wine fermenting area. As you can see here, we actually used some redstone. So as you can see, it is using redstone, and we're now at wine fermented extended. And if we go over to here, you can see wine fermented extended is in the list there. And we can go magical, fortified, intoxicated. I'm not sure how far we should go, so let's put some glowstone in there and see what happens when this ferments. In this one, you can see we've used nether wart already, and it only uses one nether wart to actually ferment the stuff, which is good. We are slowly filling up this barrel with green grape juice. So in fact, I've got some more there, which can go in. Oh no, that's the one we want, and it populates on there. So you can't make the mistake and mix everything together. We now have this here, which is the cider, I believe. So I'm going to put that in there. Ah, yes, I had two ciders, didn't I? So that's going to go in there, and we're going to ferment that one as well. And see what we can get, because these can actually give you effects, but we're going to work up to that and see how we get on. So what we're going to look at now is actually how we make apple trees. Now I know we've been collecting a load of apples at my at my industrial farming area here. Lovely little land. As you see behind me, I've got the tree farm all set up, and if we head over there, right, you'll notice that I've got two chests. One's full of apples and apparently a load of junk. Well, we can collect all that, but it harvests a few apples here. But that's not the only way we can get some apples. As you can see here, here's one I prepared earlier. We can actually make some apple trees. Let me just get rid of all this junk on me. There we go. In fact, I'll keep the wall out because it always comes in handy. I don't need you. So you can see here that we've got apples which we can actually harvest ourselves from here. Now we could set up something to that. There we go. There's a young apple that's growing now. So if we head back over, waypoints, and let's go to home, our winery, which we're going to call it. Ah, lovely jubbly. Out here you can see we've got the lovely fields, and we've got this nice little area here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to this crafting bench after I've had some pork. Where are we? Some lovely little pork there. Nom 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 nom. So I was going to show you how to make apple cores. That's what I was doing. Completely lost track there. So what we do is we simply go over to a crafting table and whack some arrows in there, and look at that. Doesn't matter where you put the apples, we can make a apple tree. So we'll make a 64 of them, and then we're going to make a little apple orchard over here. This nice little area here. This area I'm going to utilise for maybe cheese, get some cows, all that good stuff. I haven't quite decided yet, but instead we're just going to randomly plant all these apple trees dotted about, and then we'll terraform this area. I might put a wall there actually. Maybe work it around the building. I haven't quite decided. I definitely didn't need 64 for this area, but a nice little scattered orchard. You know, just so we can have a few apples that we can harvest themselves. I might actually span the area. Just there, so it'll all be undercover. I probably should light up the area. I've also got my shining light thing on, but we'll turn that off. And we'll see how our fermentation is getting on, because we're making wine. Yeah, I've got that overlay is on. Yeah, F7. I just don't like seeing the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't like seeing the line. Sometimes it gets to me. There we have it. Our first glass bottle, our taster test bottle here in our hands. Now I need to make yeast. In order to make yeast, I need to go to different biomes to improve the stock, so to make some magical yeast, which will make us have resistance to on the wine. So I'm going to do that. You have to ferment it in one of these, a culture jar. You whack it in, and you do some other stuff as well, which I'm going to figure out. But first, I want to taste this purple grape wine extended. just to show you that we do get a buff from it. In fact, I'm going to get a couple, because I want to show you something else, what will happen. So, oh no, there we go, that's empty now. So we got 8 out of 2,000. Right, now the theory is, if I drink this now, as you can see, in the, no, I'm talking now. There we go, resistance. I've got, wait, what? Resistance 8 minutes. Well, that's new. That wasn't meant to be happening, was it? No, indeed. We weren't meant to have that. Oh, yeah, resistance 1 8 minutes, that's why. So we've got resistance 1 8 minutes there. But if I keep drinking... You can see that the lag in this server at the minute is going playing havoc. Oh, there we go. If we check our effects again, we're getting a little bit tipsy. We're getting a little bit tipsy on stream. Naughty us. Right, let's have some more. Let's have some more. Let's check it. Oh, we're still a bit tipsy, but we've still got that resistance. There we go. As you can see, it doesn't stack as well. So that's a bit annoying. So we're still tipsy. We're tipsy too now. We're tipsy too. And as you can see, it's getting a bit blurry. I wonder... Do I carry on? Chat, do I carry on? Do I carry on getting tipsy? I mean, we've got this one. We've got this one. We could always, you know, make more. No, there's no reason why we can't. And I'm tipsy for 2 minutes now. Should we? Yes. Of course we should. Whoop. So let's see how many we get. There we go. The server's catching up on itself now. There we go. So we've got 16 there. Let's see how much. So we're still at tipsy 2. Oh. There's another 4 glasses of wine in us. We're still tipsy 2. Keep going. Okay, now we're at tipsy 3. I don't think much changed. Maybe I need to change my graphics. One sec. Options, video settings, particles. We'll do all particles. Anti-shadows on. View bobbing on. Max frame rate. Render distance. Yeah. Smooth lighting. Maximum. Yeah. Do you know what? We'll do some fancy graphics as well. Clouds on. Fast. Fancy. Let's go. That's a game. I don't think I can drink anymore. No, I can't drink anymore. It's like, oh lord. We're at tipsy 3, max status, so that's how many we can have, guys. Oh no, wait, I just did something. I think we need to get outside because I think I just... Oh, here we go. Here we go, step outside and look what happens. We're getting tipsy on stream. Here we go, keep it going, keep it going. Oh lord, we've got the shakes there. Nausea, I've got nausea now as well. Tipsy 4. Oh, that is creepy. Right, I am going to go and harvest more grapes and check out. Sorry, I can't stop laughing. I'm going to go and harvest more grapes and then get these fermenting more and then go look at doing yeast cultivations.